Okay, welcome to lesson 23. We will continue with lists and slicing. So let's have a list named X. We have some variables 26, 26, 10, 100, and 50. So if you want to access number 20, it's so simple. The name of the list and then the index of number 20, which is 1 here. So it gives you 20. But what if you want to access multiple elements, not just one, more than one element? So this is where slicing comes. So it means you want to retrieve or you want to get a piece of the list. So let's say we want to get these elements here, 20 up to 100 until 50. So 50 is not included. But first we need the syntax of slicing, the name of the list, and we need two numbers, starting index, and this one is inclusive, and the ending index, which is exclusive. So we have another number, the third number, which is step size. So let's say we have A, B, and here S. So this S here is step size. And A, starting index, and B, the ending index. Now let's go back to our problem. So we want to get from 20 up to 100. The name of the list, X. So by default, step size is 1. And we are going to the right. Or let's say we are going forward. What is starting index? 1 is starting index, right? 1 and then column up to 100. So 100 must be inclusive. So we have to include number 100. So it means until 5. So 1 column 5. And this one gives you a list. 20, 6, 10, and 100. So all of these 4 numbers. So this one here is exclusive. So it means until 5. And this one is inclusive. So this action is called slicing. So let's have the same list. 26, 26, 10, 150. So we have X, 0, column 3. So what is the output here? From 0, from this index, up to number 2. So 3 is exclusive. So be careful about this number here. So we will get 26, 20, and 6. let's have something like this. No number, so it's empty, and then 4. So again, this one is exclusive. So whenever you have this format, it means get everything from the beginning until this index. So we have to start from the beginning whenever you have this form. Nothing, colon, and the index. So from the beginning, we have 26, 26, and 10. So remember, this one is exclusive. So let's have x, a number, colon, and nothing. So as you know, this one is inclusive. So what's happening here? It means get everything from 2 to the end. So include everything from 2 to the end. So what is the element at index 2? Number 6. 6, 10, 150. So it means get everything from 2 to the end. So is it possible to use slicing and strings? Yes, because strings are sequences of characters. We have S, and let's say we have apple. So you can write it in this form. We have A, double P, L, E, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just for you to understand better. So if we have S square brackets 1, 4, it means get all characters from 1 until 4. So 4 is not included. So be careful, this one is exclusive. So from 1, so we get P, P, L as a string. S, get everything from the beginning until 3. So again, this number is exclusive. So from the beginning we have A, we have P, another P, and that's all, until 3. So slicing works with strings and lists. Let's have a list with some elements 26, 20, 10, 5, 0. What if you want to get all elements from this list? So simple, using slicing. So if you say print x, it gives you the same list, 26, 20, 10, 5, 0. Do we have any other way to get the same output? Yes, you can. If you say x, square brackets, so we don't use any numbers here, just colon, and that's all. So it means get everything from this list, list x. And again, the output is the same thing, 26, 20, 10, 5, 0. I've mentioned something earlier about step size here. So let's have an example with step size. So we have x, and then we have 0. I want to get all elements from the beginning to the end. So no need to write anything as the second number. And here you just say 2. The default value is 1. Step size is 1 all the time, the default value. But if you want to change the default value, you can write another number, a different number. So this number can be a positive or negative integer. So here we have 2 as step size. So what is the output here? So print the first element, which is 26. Wait, you don't print 20 because step size is 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we can see. Now we go to 10. So wait, you don't print 5 because step size is 2. Now you print 0. So simple. So let's say we have x. So 1, 4, 2. Let me change the color. Starting from 1, index 1. So you print 20. Wait, you don't print 10 because step size is 2. You print 5. So something that you have to notice here is this number 4 here, which is exclusive, like previous examples. So this number is always exclusive. I want to introduce another method called count. So it basically counts the frequency of an element in a list. So let's have a list. X equals 1, 10, 5, 0, minus 2, 0, 10, 20, 33. So we have some elements here. So you want to count the frequency of 0 here. So how many zeros do we have? We have 1, 2 zeros. But what if we have a huge list of elements? So of course you can't count the frequency of a number, of an element. So you should use count method. So you want to count the number of zeros, or you want to get the frequency of 0. So you simply write that element that you want to count its frequency, or you want to get its frequency. So let me write it here. The element that you want to get its frequency. So how many zeros do we have? 1, 2. So the output is 2. Let's have another example. X.count. So I say 20. So how many 20s do we have? Just 1. This one right here. So we get 1. Can we use count with strings? of course you can. So let's have S equals, and here it's a plane. S dot count. Let's say P. So how many P's do we have here? Just one. So it returns, or it gives you 1. Or it's better to have a string with duplicates. So here we have the word hello. So S dot count, let's say L. So how many letter A do we have? We have 2 L's. So here the answer is 2. So of course we have other things about slicing. I will mention them in the next lesson. But before finishing this lesson, let me mention something about copy method. So I told you before, if you want to copy a list to another list, you can simply use copy method, right? We have another way using slicing. So you have X as your list 1, 2, 3. So this is the first way. So totally fine, no problem. But let's have another way. I will write it here as a comment. You can say y equals x square brackets column. So it means copy everything to y. So be careful. Here you don't assign x to y. You copy all the elements of x to y. So in the end you'll get 2 independent lists. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 2 independent lists. Like this method here, x.copy. So let's finish the lesson here. So in the next lesson, we will discuss slicing and other methods. So as usual, take care and bye-bye.